This is a short video of some river bass fishing I did on a place it's pretty close to my house. I know this river like the back of my hand. It's fun for me to just go out and be able to catch some fish that's, easy fishing, lots of fish. I pretty much know what's going on with that river at all times, and so it's very relaxing for me just to get to go out and play around, and this was a pretty good day out there. I mostly throw 3 different baits in this video, one of them being a flat-sided crankbait. That's a Berkley Frit Side 5 that I'm throwing right there. This place gets a pretty good bit of pressure, so that silent flat-side crankbait actually was pretty good for me this fall, which makes sense with pressured fish. And then I also throw a wacky Senko, not super interesting to watch, but bear with me because then I start catching some on a buzzbait, which is pretty cool. So I want to point out something with that hook set that some people struggle with treble hook lures. Even good fishermen do it. The hook set, it was swift, but it's smooth. It's not like a jig or a Texas rig hook set where you hit them kind of hard. And you'll notice if you watch, the camera doesn't really even shake that much. When I set the hook, I move, but that camera's on my chest. And when it's a jig hook set, you can really just notice how much somebody's body jars by setting that hook. But if you do that with a treble hook bait, you'll lose a lot of fish. There's fish number 1. Got it pretty good. About a pound and a quarter. There we go. Recognize that tree from the other video. About 3 feet less water on it. It's a pretty nice one. Oh, he's got that hook good too. I'm not even worried. Come here. This fish picked way too obvious of a spot to be living in, but yeah, that's a super textbook spot for river fish. Shaded overhang with current, you can see the current flowing through there. Absolutely perfect spot to make a cast. Yeah.
See if there's anybody else home right there. Maybe not. But you know where I bet one will be sitting? Right there. Yep.
So I only caught 2 fish over 3 pounds this day, and somehow those were the only 2 fish that I was not recording for the bite, but had to show it anyway because I did catch a couple really beautiful fish. This one, no exception. River fish, he's fat, nice shoulders, just a beautiful fish.
Nice.
So right here I'm coming up on a very good stretch, and I know this, so first thing I start with is the buzzbait because that's a good way to get a big bite. Usually it's a spot where you can catch a big one. And I lose one. It was big. It was over 4 pounds. But then I caught a bunch more. And at this point in time, there were some kayakers behind me that watched me do all this. And as I continued down on the river, I then turned around and came back up like over an hour later, and they were fishing right there, which makes no sense to go and fish right after you see me catch all those fish because I just caught them all. But you'll hear me mention it later in the video.
That was a big one.
Pay attention right here. This was pretty neat.
That was awesome. Look at the other one with him. Can we go 2 for 2? Is he still with him? Nah, he's gone. That was pretty cool. Don't know if y'all could see that. I looked up in the skinny water and saw a pair of them cruising. Knew they'd be a sucker for a buzzbait. Can we thread the needle? Nope. Did not thread the needle. Nope. Nah, we're too close. Probably like a 4-pounder in there. And we hung up on a tree. Oh my gosh, I got him. Not a 4-pounder. Got him.
This right here is the last fish of the video. I said I caught 2 big ones and both were somehow not on video, even though I got everything else on video. But besides that, main takeaway from this, I don't recommend buzzbaits on braid, and I think that's why I lost that big one. Besides that, just a good old day at the river, catching a bunch of fish.
That's a pretty fish. And those dudes are still up there where they saw me catch those 4 on a buzzbait. Man, that's a pretty fish.